Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel Discover Product Management by Diana. In today's session I'm going to share with you how to run useful daily stand-ups. As part of agile methodology and working with engineers, stand-ups are a big part of that. Regardless if you're doing Scrum or Kanban, daily 15 minutes conversation are always encouraged. A lot of times those meetings are seen as a process checklist, so people will just do them because this is part of the methodology, but actually is everyone getting the value they should out of those meetings? So this is why I want to cover how to actually run an efficient one where everyone, engineers and everyone involved, will actually get the value that you're supposed to get from those meetings. What is stand-up? Stand-up is a 15-minute time box meeting where the purpose of the meeting is for engineers to get alignment of what everyone is doing in the next 24 hours. So when it comes to running an efficient or like a useful session or stand-up, the first thing to know is like the structure of the stand-up. So making sure that everyone, every day, every person that does it goes through the structure of what have you done yesterday, what are you planning to do today, and what are your blockers. One of the things that does get missed a lot is what are people's blockers. So make sure that this is like embedded into what the understanding of the stand-up is. Everyone raising their blockers if they have any. So from my side, when it comes to the structure, I think the structures are more free-flowing. I've seen situations where people follow a Jira board or each engineer will talk about the specific ticket they're working on. I think that is to a certain point quite limiting, because the engineers will be thinking specifically about the ticket that is in progress rather than thinking, what is it that I completed yesterday? Could have been a very different ticket. What is it that I'm going to be picking up next? Because answering those questions of what have you done yesterday, if there is a release that the product manager or the delivery manager or the scrum master should know about, that it will be raised in stand-up. And then the other one around what am I going to do today is around what is the next priority. Now that is going to give an indication to a product manager around what is engineers' understanding of what the next priority is. The product manager might want to change that, or they might want to update, actually the next thing you should be picking up is this because there's been a last minute change. Now the second thing when it comes to running a useful stand-up is around active listening. So ensuring that everyone involved in the stand-up is present and they are listening to everyone else's updates. Because realistically, the point of it is for everyone to get that shared understanding of the work that is being in progress for multiple reasons. One is, if you have faced similar challenges that another engineer is facing, you can help. If there are blockers, everyone else is aware of it and someone will take the next action. So how do you really make sure everyone is engaged and listening? One is, take any topic that seems to be going off track or that needs too much detail outside the stand-up. So make sure the stand-up is around those 3 questions and everyone is like clear and concise. The second one is around, as I previously mentioned, move away from going through a Jira board. I really believe that going through a Jira board really limits the amount of conversation that you can create around tickets, because again it doesn't cover what you're going to be doing next. And also I believe that if you didn't have the Jira board, that would then encourage engineers to actually prepare before the stand-up. So they will need to think, before this meeting I need to know, what did I do yesterday, what am I planning to do today, and do I have any blockers? So that little bit of prep I believe is really valuable, because everyone will come in knowing what they're going to say. And then the third one is to make it more engaging. I think it should be around kind of changing the format, so it shouldn't be the same order every day of it starts with Ben, then it goes to Bob. It's like, and then everyone's just waiting for their specific turn. It's around making it more engaging. If you're in a physical space and you're all together, just have like a baton or like a mascot or something in your hand and be like passing it from the next person. So then the order of the people talking is going to be quite different. So then everyone is alert and engaged. If you are virtual, you could say that the person who's talking gets to nominate the next person. In that way, it keeps you on your toes to be ready and to like listen. So that's kind of interesting little games, and I'm sure you can come up with a lot more. And then the third part for me is around, you know, who's actually running the stand-up. So I believe that stand-up is for engineers, by engineers. If you have a Scrum Master, of course, a Scrum Master will be running those ceremonies, but the PM in this situation is optional, because you know the value is going to be for engineers to get that alignment with each other of what work they're doing, what are the blockers. I do believe that the PM should attend most of the stand-up, but there shouldn't be a dependency on the PM leading those sessions or the delivery manager leading those sessions. I think engineers, everyone should, the reason why I'm saying this is because everyone in the team should understand what is the structure of the stand-up, what value do we get out of it, why are we doing this meeting? And then if they understand the value of why we're doing this meeting, then they'll make sure that if the PM is not there or even the Scrum Master is not there, someone else is going to lead the session and is going to lead the session in a way that's going to get value out of it. So again, sharing that information, making sure everyone understands the why so that anyone can run it. In summary, when it comes to running useful stand-ups, for me is around one, clear structure and communication of what have you done yesterday, what you plan to do today, and any blockers, making sure the blockers is a really key part that is being mentioned by engineers where required. The second part is making sure everyone is actively listening and using some of the tips I mentioned to make sure that people are really focused on what everyone else is saying. And then the third one is everyone should understand the value of stand-up, and there shouldn't be a dependency on that one person to run it every single day. If it comes to it, it should be a collaboration and everyone should be comfortable to stand up and run it. Yeah, no, stand up. Cool. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, if you're looking forward to more product manager tips, please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.